Okay, let's get started then. Who wants to recap?
I've
the
got
last
some
session.
notes.
Well, you already know
Let,
what
let,
my notes
let,
are like.
let George do it. Let's see what George has to say with his excellent note taking.
Well, we start the session in a little area where we've been attacked by some of the island inhabitants, and they were a bit spooky. Tusktooth kind of went nuts on them and then fell unconscious. Then we decided to continue along the path, found a little trap, got around that, and then met up with Briggs, who was an old orc and Tusktooth's old captain. He was quite nice to us and told us some bits and bobs.
Literally what it says on his
notes. I can't even remember what he told us. If only I'd made some notes that kind of described.
He told you some bits and told you some bobs.
He didn't tell us that much, helpful wise.
I think that's...
Tusktooth used to bite people a lot.
That's true.
He used to be a
Jackie.
mad lad back in the day.
Jackie used to have some teeth.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
Like, he couldn't heal him very well.
We fought some cabbage stealing bugs.
Yeah. When we woke up Keck and interrogated him.
Truly tried to
But
get away.
did he get away?
No.
I killed him.
We killed
He,
him.
he tried to get away during the fight, and then you put sleep on him.
He actually did sleep well.
Yeah, and then we killed him.
Slept him. And then we tried to get back to the ship, and then we met
on the beach.
Nerjath? What's he called?
Najath, yeah.
Najath. Who's the snaky guy, and he told us that the Sea Devils attacked the remaining crew of the Tusktooth pirates, and we don't know how many survived, but we assume not many.
And
And that's about where we ended, I believe.
Pretty much.
I
I'm just going to finish my mint before we start.
went back to sleep. We went back to.
I have a question. What do we do with the sending stone? Did you chuck it away?
I chucked it away cause, for thingy. Yeah, I know.
Good idea. After trying to shoot it.
Yeah, we did try and shoot it. We all took turns at that as well, didn't we?
Only you, I think.
No, just you.
You shot it and I said, yeah, the bullet ricochets off because it's magic.
And then we went into the forest, didn't we, to sleep, and we just had a long rest, right?
And that
Yeah.
I cast Lesser Restoration on Tusktooth.
Yeah, everyone besides from Jin got a long rest. And Pro just cast Lesser Restoration, curing the poison that had taken Tusktooth, and he shot awake, his eyes wide, and he looked around at all of you and said, "Where are we?"
Mr. Kemed, why don't you recap what happened?
That's not really necessary. I'm sure he was awake this whole time.
How much do you remember?
Where's Keck?
Dead.
Why?
He sold you out.
This room.
You see, he looks around and he sees Najath. Okay, someone gonna give me some details, maybe.
The Sea Devils
Well, how much do you
attacked.
remember?
I remember waking up in someone's house.
That was Briggs' house.
So you got to him.
Yeah.
Did someone say the Sea Devils?
Yeah, they attacked the remaining crew of your ship. Najath
Our ship's
just
gone.
told us.
Shit. So they're here, they're on the island.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Yeah,
Probably.
it seems to be that way.
So we're left without a ship, trying to figure out what to do from here. Thought maybe Captain might have some advice?
Well, I'm not caught up yet. Why is Keck dead?
Well, we did a lot of questioning, and we found out that he was involved in your poisoning, and we voted to shoot him off.
He was talking to the Sea Devils through a sending stone.
I'd just like to point out that I didn't want to kill him.
Little fucker.
Was there any use alive?
What did he say about anybody else? And you can see he kind of glances over towards Najaf.
Redlegs ran the mutiny.
Aye.
Had most of the crew vote.
Well, that's not exactly true.
A few of the crew voted, right?
It was only those who we could trust in. It was only like Keck. Najaf knew, but he kept it to himself. I don't know about, what was it, Kai and...
You can
That's
see
what I was-
Tusktooth just begins breathing very heavily. You see he just slowly stands up. You see he's quite a tall guy. You see he just walks over, towering over Najaf, who's still at this point curled up, awake but just listening. You see him bend down on one knee and just stand over him. So you didn't want to tell me, did you? You can see Najaf just slowly trying to back up, and you see Tusktooth very gently just kind of puts his hand on Najaf's throat. You see he just begins pushing down, and you see Najaf begin to wiggle like a worm.
No, Captain, I don't think that's very necessary. We're kind of short-handed on men. I don't think Najaf is going to help us. You can deal with him afterwards, eh?
I'm short-handed on trustworthy men.
I don't think trust is going to help us right now.
We need bodies. We need fighters.
Make a persuasion check.
Who?
Crow.
Oh, fuck.
By the way, Angus, is there any way you could turn your microphone up a little bit? You're a little bit.
Yeah, I'll
quiet.
move closer to the mic, maybe.
Let's have a look.
You'll have to turn you up a bit as well today.
You're on 200%
How
higher
about
than me.
How
That's
about
way too loud.
That was
That's good.
that was an 11. Can I not be helped by Mr. Jinrush also?
If he's proficient in persuasion.
Oh, I don't think it's persuasion. It's intimidation. Okay.
Then no.
I was trying to back him up.
You were the last to speak, sorry.
Yeah.
Angus, just say something for me.
Hello.
Okay, turn you down a little bit more. There we go.
Next.
You can see he just looks back at the four of you, and he just takes Najaf and just pins him against one of the nearby trees. You see him just lean in and whisper something to him, and he just drops him. Fine. He can stay for now. He's not part of my crew when we leave this fucking island. Alright, we need weaponry. We're not going to get out of here just with our hands.
Do we all have our weapons?
We have our weapons.
Najaf and Tusktooth have no weapons.
Well, I don't need this all too much, and I take out my scimitar. One of you can take it.
Let's see. Tusktooth takes it.
Well, there was a rusty great axe back at, what was it, Briggs? Back at Briggs's house, but I'm not sure I'll be happy to give it up. And also, if they're looking for us, which they probably are, it's probably not smart to go that way.
No.
I'll take a dagger and give it to Najaf.
And I'm getting a call.
Did you get that?
I think I've got a good chance. Well, we decided to sleep the night. Wait, is it morning now? Isn't it?
Yes.
We waked up early, especially, didn't we?
Not that I know of.
Didn't we say we wanted to wake up early to try and get a leg up on the people. You're still muted, Barrow.
Sorry, my mum was asking if I wanted anything from McDonald's. I said no because I've already had my tea.
Oh, okay.
I think we did say that we wanted to try and get up.
Early.
Yeah, because
Okay.
we thought they would
Let's
start
start,
searching
yeah.
at like sunlight.
So you're gonna be up before dawn.
What time did
yeah.
Well,
we went to bed,
I mean,
like,
you would have had time to spare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we wanted to be up early so we could get, because we thought they'd be setting off searching for us, so we have a better
Yeah.
chance to apprehend the ship
Hmm.
and try and get on the ship.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's our plan,
Okay.
Captain. Sneak on board, take the ship, if we can.
Well, it's not a terrible plan.
It's either that or wait for them to find us.
Well, if we had the sending stone, we could have made a diversion. That was my idea. But, Crow, actually, could I talk to you for just a minute?
I can't understand what you're saying.
Can I talk to you?
I like your accent. Where you from?
Wrong. Wait, did you not hear me the second time either? Oh shit. Do I have to change my voice if we can't hear
I think it's the quality of your microphone doesn't seem too great this time.
It's not, it's because it's my webcam mic.
Ah.
It's not great. But okay, I'll just talk in like a deep voice and
Yeah.
can I just talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, no problem.
So, you said you're a druid, right?
Aye.
I'm somewhat familiar with those sort of types. Does that mean you can speak to beasts?
I mean, if I've got the spell prepared, which I don't today, I'm not an animally, flowery druid. I'm a stars and cosmos and all that shit.
I understand that, but I was just wondering if we could.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Well, if we have the luxury, it might be worth talking to one of those bat things.
Is that a natural beast? It ain't no kind of weird monstrosity or nothing.
Looks good. That's a good point.
We can find out tomorrow if we have the luxury.
It was just something that Briggs said. He said there was villagers venerate a particular special sort of bloodsucker. So I was wondering if they could shine a candle to that per se.
Yeah.
But never mind.
How are you feeling about this, Mr. Jinrash?
Uneasy, but I think to be a bit careful and not be too reckless. We might just get out of it here alive. Yeah.
Well, I trust your instincts. I think, yeah, we gotta be careful, but there isn't a way of getting off this island by being careful, is there?
Well, no, I mean, it's relatively speaking.
Yeah.
It's not good odds, but that's too bad.
Makes it a bit more exciting, though, doesn't it?
Something like that. Well, anyways, let's get cracking.
Yeah.
As the two of you come back into the group, Gustave huddles everyone round. I don't really know how to put this, but the Sea Devils, their captain, he's good at manipulating people. and he'll try and do the same to you. Whatever he says, whatever his men say, it's a lie designed to entangle you, push us to opposite ends, break us apart. So whatever they say, just don't listen.
Eh?
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Pretty much. So, what do the four of you want to do? DM speaking.
Raid the ship. I'll find the ship. Try and get it, right?
I'm just trying to get out of this alive. Whatever anyone else wants
I
to do.
don't think we can just go for the ship. I think we need to either like try and whittle them down or try and cause the diversion to make the ship more easy to get to.
Well, we should scout the ship out.
Yeah.
Because for all we know, like 2/3 of the crew could be on this island searching.
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm
It
thinking.
could be like a ghost party on the ship. Just look, we don't know. So that's scout it out.
Light a fire in the woods.
Could
The biggest
do.
one the north I've ever seen.
Or could just go full guerrilla tactics. Take out a group at a time.
Yeah, we could try and find Ashworth.
Aye. Well, if he's
That's what if
alive.
That's if he's alive.
Mm.
I think as traitorous as some of the crew have shown themselves to be, they'd still put up a fight if we found them. Granted, that's presuming they're still alive.
Well, we found a jar from the shore, so maybe we can find someone further down.
Some of them could be on the ship. They could have already found them, captured them.
Aye.
Where did you find the Jarf?
On the shore.
Washed up.
Which side of the island are we on?
Good question.
On the...
Were we on the east?
Oh, is east?
I would
You're
know
on
from
the-
the position of the sun.
You're on the west side.
Right, yeah.
West side?
The sweet. Yeah.
Right. We docked in the south. You found the Jarf on the west. That means they chased them northwards. If I was to guess, they'd be docked north side of the island somewhere. I say we trace up the beach, keep our backs to the shore, so we don't get pinned down. Make our way to the north side.
Sounds like a plan, Captain.
You're the captain.
Don't think we could, don't think you want to see Briggs. No, they're in better health. 'Cause we could actually get the sending stone if we were headed up that way.
I don't know where I threw it.
Yeah, at Briggs' hut.
No, I threw it into the dense forest.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hide it.
Ah, that's even worse. Okay.
Let's just stop kept talking to them, so I just chucked it.
Yeah. First.
Yep.
Never mind. Yeah, well, that's it then. Unless you do want to talk Briggs.
I think going
Alright.
through the forest would be dangerous.
Don't want to risk maybe bringing them back to Briggs, do we?
Or finding more of those bugs.
I don't think the Sea Devils would be involved, so I don't want to get Briggs involved. Let's head north.
Aye.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
So, you come back to the shore and head north. Travel for about... Oh, let me get my map up.
Ooh, let me get my man. Ooh, let me take my bread.
Yeah, you probably travel for a good hour, hour and a half as you see the sunrise. You eventually come close to the point where you had come out of the jungle before, after being at Briggs' home. Chubbs, you'd be the first to see, quite far off in the distance, over this kind of rocky terrain that cuts past the beach, is a very, very thin, light grey plume of smoke.
That's a good sign, or a bad one. I don't know. You want to take
Sign
it?
of life, at least.
It just depends whose life. Get a bit closer and have a look.
Can do.
Why stealthy?
I was gonna say
Yourself.
I've got some experience sneaking around. If you'd like me to go take a closer look.
I like to see things from afar.
I mean, what are we hoping to find?
See if it's
See
one of
what
ours
it
or one of
is.
theirs.
Yeah, friend or foe, I suppose.
Well, we'll do much better sneaks through the jungle than just on the beach.
At this point, you'd have to cut into the jungle anyway, because the reason you couldn't go north before, or you didn't go north, is because the beach kind of stops and becomes almost like a small headland where it's very rocky, and you'd have to be in the jungle to traverse it.
Right, I'm happy with sneaking.
No problem.
Sneak through. What code do you say, Captain?
Alright, let's check it out.
Can I like sneak ahead of everyone? I'll be very careful, and I can teleport short distances away if worst case scenario happens. Back to you guys, so I'll go ahead.
You better
No
be better
problem.
at sneaking than you're at fighting.
I'll tap him on the back and give him guidance.
Thank you.
He's gonna need that.
Yeah, can I go like 100 feet ahead of everyone else?
Mhm.
Stealthily.
Make a stealth check.
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. 24.
Traps.
After cutting through the jungle for a few hundred feet, moving around this headland, you see there's a small kind of bay, which is only 100 feet or so, of just a strip of sand, and then it becomes a headland again. And as you're trying to see further towards the smoke, you hear a similar sound to that buzzing you heard before, but it's much bigger. It's almost like a deeper resonance. It's almost like a phone vibrating on a table.
Can anybody else hear it, or is it just Kemet?
Only Kemet can hear it. And you can
So-
see
Okay, sorry.
very, very far in the distance, the trees just kind of wobbling a little bit.
I'll sneak back and stop the others before they get any closer and tell them. There's some weird sounds coming in just a little bit further from here. You'll hear it very soon when you carry on. Sounds like those weird fly horrible things, but just a lot louder. I reckon it's a big one of them, or a lot of them, or something. Do we want to go on, or do we want to just stay clear? I mean, personally, I think staying clear is a very good idea.
Well, the only thing I could think of is if it's there, must be some sort of dead bodies now. It was feeding.
Oh. Yes, actually. Suppose that would explain it.
Was it on the near the beach or further in the jungle?
It was further in jungle, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it was like, so you have the beach to your left, like
Yeah.
100 yards or so, and then it was basically straight ahead of you, carrying on north.
There's nothing on the beach.
Not that you could see
So
with
it could
his
be an
passive perception.
could be an idea to, shuffle along the beach around it if we can. At least we're going to get attacked from one side, from the jungle, and not the beach.
That is true, yeah. I feel like I'm on one side of us.
If we shuffle along the forest line, we've got one side clear and one side that we can look out for.
I like the sound of that. Captain?
Let's do it.
Man of
You
action.
shall know
I like him.
how dangerous these bugs are, right? They're not a problem.
Well, Briggs said there was a rumor of a particularly special one, so perchance this could be that one.
Big bugs, small
Don't
bugs,
worry.
they're all fucking bugs. Let's go squash it. On to the next.
I mean,
I'm surprised what bugs can do.
we don't want to waste time and potentially resources picking fights with bugs.
Yeah, so we can skirt around it.
Yeah.
Not an issue.
Aye.
So we'll follow just like the tree line,
Okay.
like beach one
So you
side,
cut-
forest the other.
Back towards the beach and moving through the density of this palm forest area, you can see the smokestack looming quite close now. As you cut towards the beach, you get a better view as the trees become less dense. You can see everyone except from Jinroth would be able to see at the very end of the beach where the sand stops, there's a headland that cuts across it, and you see a small slit in the stone, and you can just see a tiny flickering light. You can see the smokestack coming off the top of the hill.
Because it's like coming out of the hill itself. Like there's a coast cave or like a hole through the thing, and it's on the other side of the hole.
It looks like a cave.
Okay. And smoke coming out the top.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well either way we gotta go that way.
What is this
Smoke
song?
ahead again?
Yeah, who's
No.
singing?
These strange
dunno.
men singing.
Elegy for Dunkirk.
Yes. Don't
Can
care.
would we be able to see into the jungle at all to try and? Could we have heard the buzzing at all?
You can't hear it right now, but you can make a perception check if you like.
I mean, disadvantage.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Oh,
Yay!
I did press thingy.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
God.
but-
2011.
The what's the word for it? Module that was doing the automatic conditions is what was causing the problems before. So I
Okay.
had to get rid of it temporarily. Well, with that, you don't hear the buzzing, but you can see barely between the trees movement, and it's not like the little bugs before. It's like movement of a single palm tree. You can see it shaking, and there's something latched on. It's kind of slender and long, and you can see there's what looks like wings coming off it, and you can see they're currently not moving. And you can see these long tendril legs just kind of wrapping around something as it just sits on the side of a tree.
Can I not see whether it's latched? Is it just latched onto the tree, or is it latched onto something else?
It's hard to tell from this distance. It's like a few hundred feet away, like piercing between the trees. It looks like it's just attached to the tree, and it looks like it's maybe eating something or moving something around.
I'll relay that to the team.
how big is it?
Pretty big bug. It's
Is it larger than the gap in the cave?
Is it?
It's you couldn't make that comparison, to be honest.
Yeah.
That would be very
It's
difficult.
at least
It's
as large
it's
as
big
the
though.
cave.
It's almost a similar size to the tree, which is why it's shaking so much.
I've got a few plans.
I guess that would be the source of the buzzing noise then.
I think if we find out who's in the cave, and it's a bad guy, bring the bug over. Try and lure the bug over into the cave.
That
we don't
gives
have
us
to deal
two
with them.
things to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, we can lure the bug over and just get him into that cave and throw a dead body that way or something.
How
Let's
do
just
you
move down.
propose-
Let's just move down the beach. Get to the cave. As far as I'm aware, bugs don't make campfires, so there's definitely some fuckers in there.
Well, I was thinking maybe there's someone we know over there, but they're probably half eaten already, so never mind.
Hey. Let's go see who's in the cave.
Aye, aye.
So you all hug the tree line, making your way down the beach towards the cave. Are you doing this sneakily? Because if so, I need everyone to make a stealth check.
Yep.
I will.
Yeah, we'll try.
I'll give you Jinroth guidance.
Thanks.
Okay, not bad
Well, that's not
from
mine.
Why can I
Tusktooth and the Jar. Excuse me.
Come in.
Oh crap.
What did Crow get? Oh!
I got 14 altogether.
14, 11, 8, 3. Well, you're lucky Najaf got a natural 20.
Oh,
Sneaky little lizard boy.
Otherwise, that would have been a lot worse. As you're making your way down the beach, closing in on this cave, you can see it's kind of askew. So as you're getting closer, you can see it almost looks like it's opening up. It's getting wider, and you can almost peer in. As you get closer, 300 feet, 200 feet, about 100 feet, you see a shadow move inside the cave, and you see someone come out. You see a man, kind of long, blonde hair, quite dirty. You see he's wearing very basic kind of undershirt, which looks very tattered, and these kind of ripped shorts. And you can see he just goes round, not noticing any of you hugging the tree line, and just begins peeing against the side of the cave entrance.
Ew.
Do we recognise him? Could be anyone.
He doesn't look familiar to any of you.
Does he look? Does he look like he's a sailor? Or does he look like a sort of native?
Hermit.
Honestly, he could be either. The natives wore, some of them were wearing like tattered clothes. This would be a very rough-looking sailor, if it were one.
Does he have any weapons on him, as in like pistol, scimitar, anything that would identify him as a sailor?
No.
does he have a little ball with a bloody palm print on it?
No.
That took me so long thinking.
Yeah,
I think it's been everyone so long.
It's like, what? What are you talking about?
It's a classic. It's a classic.
Do I
I
have
think he's
that?
harmless.
I don't think I do.
I do, I think.
Do we just approach him or?
I do. Can we see in the cave at all?
I mean, if your dark vision would have to be 120 feet rather than 60.
I am no longer a warlock, so no.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Do you want to try and draw them out?
And there's no point picking a fight. And fuck.
You hear this deep buzzing overhead. As you look up, you see not a creature that you saw before, but what looks like a giant dragonfly just hovering overhead. And you see it goes and sits on the headland of the hill, and you can see it's got one of the small creatures in its malice just wrapping it around as it just crunches on it and rips it, begins consuming it as its wings just flutter as it sits on the headland. And you see the guy looks up. You see he just shakes his head and goes back to pissing.
What?
Long this.
What's his pet?
This is Austin Powers right here.
You've been pissing for a while.
Not groovy, baby.
I say we approach slowly, and we look friendly.
Yeah, I'll try as best as I can.
Yes, I'd rather be friends with the guy with the pet giant bug than enemies of him.
Aye.
I don't do friendly very well, so I'll stand in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to look friendly, but if we need to, we can mess him up.
I'll go first.
Please, Mr. Monstana? Guidance.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll walk over, and as soon as he's sort of within, where he can hear my voice, I'll say aloud, "Hiya."
You can see he kind of turns around, dick still in hand, as he's just pissing. He's like, "Oh, 1 second, guys," as he carries on, and now a puddle has formed around him. This is a big pee this man is going for.
Actually, Austin Powers.
Can I look in? Can I see more in the cave now that we're close?
Yeah, you can see in the cave the small campfire in the center. You can see it looks like it has not like a hog roast on it, but it's got like this strange metal contraption where you can see a number of fish have been hung over it on these small hooks, and you can see it would be 3 people. Let me just check.
Like a steamer.
Yeah, you can see there's 4 figures sat around. You can't really tell because of the darkness inside, but they all look humanoid. You can see the guy finishes peeing, buttons up his short. Are you you other crew members with Ko?
Ko and Kai. Wait, was it Ko
Hi.
and Kai?
Aye.
Yes.
No, it's Kai and Kalel.
Kai and Kalel.
It wasn't Ko.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Make a deception check.
Bro, if it went off your voice acting.
Yes!
Oh, yes. We
I'm trying to
are.
decide whether or not to lie.
Guidance as well.
20.
We should come in. We're just cooking up a bit of fish. We just done some crabbing. Got a few crabs in.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you.
Is
You guys didn't bring any more booze with you, did you? Ko's running a bit low.
I'm pretty sure I have a backpack. I'll pretend to look in it and see if I have any. I'm afraid I'm all out.
Nah. I'm already pissed. You can see he walks back in. Ko! More crewmates. You can see as you
Shit.
approach the entrance to this cave. Well, may as well show you what it looks like.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Well, if there's a map, there's going to be a fight.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Oh,
It's
what
just
I
nice to have a visual.
But yes.
But yes, indeed. Un moment. There we go. You can see a number of people dressed like the man stood outside,
Fucking hell.
and you can see another figure who has this kind of dark greenish hair which is pulled back. It goes over his shoulders, and some of it's done up into a top knot. And you can see he's got this kind of tealish blue skin and pointed ears, and he has a small goatee. You can see he's just sat crossed-legged, arms back, and you see he just has a small bottle next to him, and he looks over, and his eyes kind of widen for a second, and he's like, "Oh, hi."
Don't recognise him.
Does Trust Tooth recognize him?
No idea who he is.
Hi, Ko. I don't know if you remember me. I was cabin boy on your ship. Look who I've just
Wrong
found.
token. can see he kind of looks at you. What are you talking about?
I was cabin boy. Don't remember? That's alright. A lot of people forget me. That's fine. But look, I've found some members of the Tusktooth Pirates. I've captured them and brought them all here to you.
You can see he looks around at the locals. Yeah, you're not part of my crew.
Do you seriously not remember me?
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
You still have guidance. I did spend guidance.
Oh, fucking gamer.
I might as well use my guidance.
Pick 13.
13.
Okay, so that makes you the new guys, and I'm guessing by the looks of it, the guy in the back with the teeth. That's Tusktooth.
Yes, that would be.
You see at this
correct.
point, Tusktooth is like clasping very tightly on his scimitar. And Ko just looks around and is like, there's no reason we can't just keep this civil. This dispute actually has nothing to do with us. I know you're all new here, or new to the Tusktooth Pirates, but there's really no need for you guys to get involved at all.
Quick question, laddie. What crew are you a part of?
The Sea Devils.
Okay, just double checking. And why are you here? As in, like, this cave?
Well, I'm just having a drink right now, but I'm meant to be looking for you, but I guess you found me.
So
Right.
you're supposed to be looking for us, but why do you say there's nothing to worry about? I mean, that's great, that's wonderful, but I'm just curious.
You can see at this point you hear, and you see the giant dragonflies just landed and perched behind you. You can see Ko just kind of waves, just like, whoa, 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 Belphorus, it's fine, leave them. And you can see the dragonfly kind of just hovers back a bit.
Is that yours?
Well, he's my friend, yeah.
So,
That's another story completely. How long have you been with the crew, just out of curiosity?
Me, not long. A few days, I suppose.
Okay, that works out great. My captain has an offer for you, and anybody else who wants to hear it. You come with us, and you leave our captain and your captain to their business, and that's it, really.
I'm afraid that's not going to happen.
Why not?
What do you mean?
Well, I might do for this new one here, but not for me, and I'm guessing not for that one. I'm going to point over to... Wait, Angus, what's your character called? Sorry.
Yeah.
Jiroth. I forgot. Not for that one. I'm not too sure about that
Right.
one. I'll point over to Crow.
Listen, Onyx Eyes, he only wants to see the captain. He doesn't really care about any of the crew. In fact, we have the rest of the crew at the ship.
Can I deception check that?
You can
Insight check,
it.
insight check, not deception check. Bro, I'm really stupid today. Insight check if he's lying.
He seems like a
he's
very...
Sorry, I forgot you don't lie. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
I rolled a few, it's okay. You see, Ko seems like a very relaxed individual, and he doesn't seem... He hasn't done anything... what's the word I'm looking for? That seems nefarious. He seems like he's speaking quite matter of fact.
So, are these others crew members as well? Looking at the other people.
No, this is Jedus, Psalm, this is Grell, Sullum. These guys are local, so I just kind of bumped into them and exchange of goods, bit of booze for a bit of fish meat.
Sure. Do they speak common? Hello?
You can see one of them who's just kind of been watching. Is like, all right. Because like, yeah, they speak common. We can step outside if you want, guys. And they're all like just eating their fish and crab, and they're like, I mean, we don't get a lot of visitors, so this is kind of interesting, to be honest.
I have a question, real quick. Sorry, it's kind of off the floor. What's with the huge blood-sucking monsters? I've just got this fascination.
Are you asking us to the locals?
Yeah.
What do you mean huge? I mean, there's like little ones,
Big.
but there's
Big. Huge. Size
Yeah.
of 3.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen it personally, but from what I've heard, it's kind of like the queen.
Is that
I
not
don't know,
that
they-
one out there?
No, that's... What did you call it, Cole? That's a dragonfly.
Yeah, but I saw something different, right?
No, that's what you saw.
Oh, is that what I saw?
That's what-
Oh,
that's what
shit.
you saw on
Never
the tree,
mind.
but it's a different thing.
I thought I saw something else. Never mind. That clears it up. Okay.
It's all the dragonfly, but we haven't seen the queen of the little ones.
Okay. My bad. I thought it was like a religious thing to them. Never mind.
Cool. Can I
Anyway-
ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Just a hypothetical. Are you a lifetime pirate? Have you been doing this for a while?
I mean, I don't really like to think of myself as a pirate. I kind of just do it to
That explains a lot.
make ends meet, you know?
So you'll just do it for the highest price. A mercenary, almost.
Well, I mean, I'm the sailing master. I know my way around a boat. I'm not... actually, never mind. Look, I can take you to the rest of your crew right now if you want. And you can see Tusktooth. Oh, you hear Tusktooth? He's lying.
Let's keep talking. Just out of curiosity, what's in it for you on the Sea Devils?
I mean, I'm in it for the money.
You're in it for money. Well, as luck would have it, we've got a treasure map leading to a large amount of money.
Okay.
Now, you said you're in it for money. Obviously, Sea Devils can get, a raider ship here, raider ship there. I don't know how much a treasure trove is going to be interesting you, but I'm saying if you want to oblige by what we're saying, we could, cut yourself a slice of that. I don't know if that's okay with you, Captain. I'll turn around and look back at Tusktooth.
Sure. I appreciate this. Whatever you're doing, but why? We either have to kill him or seriously maim him right now.
Right.
I'm
He's
sorry,
not-
what?
I barely know these people.
no,
I'm so
don't
sorry.
worry, it doesn't concern me.
He's in it for bloodlust. I'm in it for the love of the sea. He's just a bit bloodlusty. So, what about the offer?
I don't know where that stipulation came from.
Just speculation.
You can see after you said that, Jinroth, Ko begins to look a lot more concerned, and then you see almost like steam coming off his fingers, and then suddenly this huge fog cloud emerges from him. If you guys are fighting, that's initiative.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
for God's sake. I don't want to fight.
It was an easy breezy conversation until Jinroth said,
Why would
"Oh
you
yeah, we're gonna have
say
to
that?
maim like
Such a weird thing to say.
Why would you say that?
This guy, like, what?
Rock, I thought it was really cool.
He was literally like, the whole monologue, he was starting to feel it. Charlie was starting to smile. Oh no.
I didn't understand what our goal was.
To get him on our side.
To get him on our side.
How
He,
did
he,
we
said
get
he's,
the
he,
answer?
said he said he's not a pirate and he's only in it for money.
So if we were
So
like,
if we had a huge treasure trove, he was starting to vibe with it.
Well, then we don't have to fight him. We could do it after.
Well,
We just said we
weren't going
fucking
to.
kill him!
Well, it doesn't. It can still convince him to come back.
No, we can't. We're rolling initiative. Wait, can we pause initiative for a second and let me have a word with him?
Yeah,
I
you need
mean,
to-
you guys can do whatever you feel necessary, but as long as some of the people want to fight, it's initiative.
It's just fog. It hasn't hurt us, right?
Yeah. I'm not. If we're not like going guns blazing, I'm fine with people just talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm following the lead of the crew.
There's more people than you who want to just fight.
Oh.
Tusk Tooth's ready.
Why? I was convincing him.
Alright, Kemid.
Am I first?
Yep. Now let me get the fog cloud up.
Come on, guys. Let's just talk about this. I don't want to do any fighting. I've had enough recently.
Did I
We can all
show?
be friends. Everything was going so nice. Please.
There we go. You're
Uh,
entirely consumed in fog.
And I'm just saying that into the fog, and then I'm just gonna use my action to dodge. And in fact, I'll step out of the cave if I can.
Yeah, you go to step out of this cave and you see this giant dragonfly just veering up towards the cave, closing you in. You can still
Put my hands
exit the
up.
cave, but it's moving in.
I will just stay there, hands up. Use my action to dodge.
Okay. Okay, now it's the locals' turns. Let's see. They're all just going to stand. They're all sitting, and you see they just kind of throw their fish away and like stand. Well, actually, you don't see anything, so never mind. Chubs. See, this is why it would have been nice to have the conditions, because then if you had the blinded condition,
You
you couldn't see anything. Yeah.
Could you remove the second me off the combat tracker?
Is there a second you?
Yeah, I've got two. Because I roll disadvantage. And for some reason. Nice.
Alright, Chubs.
I'll take it 2 steps forward. I'll take 2 steps forward and just go, right, let's calm it down. No need for fighting. You don't have to try kill us, we don't have to try kill you. Okay? If you just take a minute, take a breather, we'll get the angry one to stand outside and your bug can look at him if you want. I'm not going to attack. You don't attack. Alright? And I'm just going to take my action to dodge as well.
Okay, you can use your action to make a persuasion check at
Oh yeah,
disadvantage.
then yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to try that.
Okay.
With disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh, sick.
Big money, big money, big money!
Nice.
You don't hear anything. You hear one of the locals say, "It's not our fight."
It's no one's
Okay.
fight. It doesn't have to be anyone's.
Najaf is going to ready his action. So is Belfurus. Crow.
I'm gonna take up this space. We don't have our weapons raised. We're not looking for a fight. Please, let's just talk.
Okay. You can make a persuasion check at disadvantage if you like.
Is it my action to make the check?
It would be, yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a 6.
Let's see.
Yeah, I should have tried to persuade him.
You definitely should have done.
Yeah. I kind of
Let's
forgot
see.
that I had to do that. Like, roll a persuasion check. Oopsie.
Crow is going to move 5, 10, 15. Approach a wall, 20, 25, 30. Oh, he's not close enough.
Can you move through spaces like that? I guess we are doing
Diagonally, yeah.
I guess we are doing diagonally.
Yeah. And then he's going to dash. but he doesn't have an action to mount Belfurus. You'd be the only one, Kemid, to see Ko appear from the mist, and you see him stood right next to Belfurus, and he gives you a look, and he just shakes his head.
Would we hear him run past us?
With your passive perception, yeah, I'd say so. You'd know someone has moved past you.
Can you grapple as a attack of opportunity?
No,
Okay.
you cannot. What's Tusktooth gonna do? He's just gonna walk forward. 10, 15. Bumps into someone. Walks over the fire. 25. Emerges out the mist. Looks around. Fuck! And you see him run back in. Or you don't see him run back in. Kemid.
Wasn't that my turn?
Oh, sorry, did I skip your go? Oh, sorry.
Would I have noticed?
You're before Ko, sorry.
Okay,
That's
so
my bad. I must have clicked it twice.
okay, that's fine. I would have tried to say something actually.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna
We'll
stop
rewind.
this silly nonsense before you injure yourself. I only meant it just to test your metal, just to see if there was more of it there. Just to
Bullshit.
see if you had the stones for it.
Okay, you can make a persuasion or intimidation check.
Intimidation. I'm gonna make it with. I'm gonna use a commanding presence.
Okay,
It was
with
sweet.
disadvantage.
That's fine. It already was. Where's my? This is like a. What the hell is going on? Okay. There we go.
Where's my kingfish?
Where's my shiny kingfish? Oh, there's like a. Oh no, there's like a secret one at the bottom right. Like a secret token of me.
Secret
token.
Is there?
Yeah, there was like a token. I have no idea. Something's going on.
I used yours for testing, but it shouldn't be. I can't see it on the map.
I'm touched. It's okay. So skills. Was it intimidation? Sorry. Dears. Okay. 13.
Okay. That wouldn't have changed anything, unfortunately.
Thank you.
And Ko still runs past, standing next to Belfurus. Kemid, what are you doing?
Stop him.
I'll run out. Will I be out of the fog if I run out of the cave?
Yeah.
I'll run out. Say, please, Mr. Sir. I just want to be alive. I want to be safe. Please, can we talk about this? I don't know what. I barely even know the guy. I don't know what his problem is. I'm sorry.
You see him just look at you. Not my decision to make anymore.
Fair enough. That's okay. Might see you later.
Okay, is anyone else doing anything? Actually, Chubbs, you'd be the only person left to act before Belfurus seemingly takes off.
I thought you had to do his action to mount.
Not unless Belfurus grabs onto him.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Does that take me out? Or like next to Kemid?
You're next to Kemid, but you're still in the cloud, I'd say.
Yeah, I
I could get an extra 5 foot south.
Well, you can't because Ko stood there.
Oh, but you can still see me. I'll just shout to him. You're gonna lose out on a fuckload of money. A lot of gold if you run away now.
Let's kill him.
I can't fucking kill him. I'm gonna try and risk that.
You can make one last persuasion check with disadvantage.
Why is it disadvantage? Because I'm in the fog.
No, because Ko is hostile to you right now. He
Yeah,
is.
you got a shot. You got a shot.
It's not your friend.
Disadvantage. Come on, big money. 2 natural 20s. I'm trying it again. I think he's gone.
The last thing you see is the wings of this giant dragonfly flapping as it clears out the fog. And you see as it pulls away from the entrance of the cave. You can see. Do you walk out the cave?
I've run out the cave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm following.
You can see Ko kind of mounting up on this dragonfly as he's hovering now already 60 feet into the air.
I mean, if he's 60 feet in the air,
Yeah, if he's 60 feet in the air, I'm gonna take some poison him.
yeah. I'm gonna cast. What's the range on Ray of Frost? Because that halves. It lowers the movement.
Yeah, I'm totally just.
If you want, you guys can all take a shot at him if you like.
I'm gonna take a shot at the bug.
Oh, it's the bug. Yeah, I'm going for the bug.
I'll take. Can I get my cannon as well to shoot?
Oh my god.
Don't
Why
shoot
do
the
you guys
cannon
wanna
when they're
kill-
gonna hear us.
What do you mean? We're shooting pistols.
Okay.
Everyone gets one action.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna make that a precision attack.
I'm fucking. That was such a good chance.
If you're aiming for Ko, he does have half cover.
No, I'm
behind
gonna go for the
Orpheus.
bug.
14 for the
Surrounded
bug.
him.
19 for the bug.
14 misses, 19 hits.
7 points of damage, and he's 10 feet slower.
Mm-hmm.
23.
That hits.
Can I specifically aim at the wings?
Yeah.
And then I want to bonus action my cannon as well, so that's 5 damage. 18.
Also hits.
And again, get to aim at the wings. 5 more damage.
Okay. Najaf's going to take his knife.
Oh, he's nice.
Good man.
Misses. You can see he's not very strong, and he just grabs it by the tip of the blade and kind of throws it, and it goes way wide. You see Tusktooth looks at him, he's like, good idea. And he just gets his scimitar and fucking lobs it. Well, there's a lot of power behind it. There's no spin to it. It's just all like side spin.
It just clunks off the fly.
As you see the weapons kind of clunk down to the beach. You see Ko kind of leans over the side, and you hear barely over the sound of this dragonfly's beating wings. Looks like you made your choice. Sorry. And you see him veer off as he coasts over the island.
And we wait. Would I be able to take another shot at him while he's still within 120 feet of us?
Also the
No.
cannon. Oh.
Belfurus is too fast.
Even with his 10-foot reduction.
Yeah, because he can still move 100 feet.
Okay.
Oh, guys. Yeah, fucking zoomy boy.
Whoa.
First thing I'm going to do, I'm turn around to... I'm going to turn around to Jim Ross and go, are you fucking stupid? You understand we found one of the crew who was talking to us and not trying to kill us?
Well,
You stupid man.
I
Got
thought
that
we were
over.
gonna kill him.
No, we weren't, because we didn't. We were talking. You wanted to fight him, and he's got away. He had a big fucking bug. That could have helped us. He wanted money. We have money. We have a way to get money.
So now they know where they are. They know how many of us there are.
Are you fucking brain dead?
Well, I didn't
Mr.
think he was
Mastana.
gonna run away.
Eh? You were
I
sat
was gonna-
talking. We could have
I
shared a
didn't
beer
think
with
there
him.
was gonna be a fog cloud. I didn't think the dragonfly was gonna be there.
No, you didn't think, did you?
You didn't think at all.
Ugh, I guess.
Mr. Mustana, I understand you might not be too partial to violence, but did you not think to do anything to stop him while he was trying to get away?
There was no reason to. It was clearly going to get away.
Enough bickering. Wait here. You can see Tusktooth walks back into the cave. And you can hear, hey, what are you doing? And you see him just, shut up. I'm taking this and we're leaving. And you can see he comes back out and he has a one bladed battle axe in his hands, and you see the locals kind of walk out, and you see him just put his axe up to them, and he says, "Get back in your fucking cave and eat your fish." Was pretty well. You can see they're just kind of like, "Well, fuck this," and they just slowly walk back in. Right. I very clearly said, whatever they say is a lie. We should have killed him before he got the jump on us.
Right.
That's what I.
Okay. Now we keep moving. We keep it nice and quiet. And the next person we see, we're going to kill.
Right, Captain.
And you see him kind of storm off, carrying on up the beach. And you see Najaf kind of gathers the scimitar and the dagger. You can see him walking behind and shaking his head. This is not a pleasant day. So, I assume everyone is just following along.
Yeah, I'm sort of at the back now. A little bit.
Mm-hmm. As you're coasting round the beach, I'm going to go pee. Feel free to have a chat.
It's funny that Chubbs questioned my loyalty when Jinroth was the one last session who was like, "Oh, why are we loyal to the captain? Why don't we just sell him out?"
I forgot about that, to be honest.
Yeah, and I was the one that was pushing that we were loyal to the captain.
I was going to sell him out. I wasn't going to sell him out. I was just
I did think about
following this scrub.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to sell him out.
I did forget about that.
But, yeah, you weren't going to sell him out, but you were the one questioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was questioning. I was like, why is this guy making these decisions?
Here I was, starting me and Agnes's characters wouldn't be enemies again. And once again...
Ugh.
I backed him up going to the cave. Oh, he was almost on our side as well. I really think he was.
Okay, what would have happened if he?
No, it's fine. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't think he actually was though, because as
Nothing.
Tostu said.
Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I
don't
didn't
think
trust
he actually
him.
was, but my character.
I would have trusted him at all.
Yeah,
No.
my character trusted him, but I didn't
Yeah.
because of
He was an enemy
what
pirate.
Tostu said. Yeah.
But you could have given us more information, and then we could have.
Yeah. He got the drop on us.
Yeah.
That bug's going to be an issue. To be fair, we did get a half health because blood splattered.
Oh, yeah.
True.
So we kind of played it a little bit. And that wasn't that much damage. I did like 10 damage.
I whiffed, unfortunately.
We did 17 damage. So
Oh, I could use. Oh man, I could use a feature. My bad.
So yeah, now we're not in a very good place.
Yeah, it's worse than before.
Yeah.
I'd probably say so. Yeah. No, the other drop on us. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll just have to see how the and also we've still got the Queen of the Bloodsuckers to deal with as well.
True.
Maybe we can get the Bloodsuckers on our side. I had a really good plan to go into the cave, and I've got my only infusion that I've got that I could have made is alchemy jug, so I could have bribed them with beer. I made an alchemy jug that made beer.
Nice. Well, you should get some poison. Make some poison.
Yeah, there's 2 ways.
Poison beer.
Well, it could take us a couple of days for the poison to make a full vial.
Poison.
Yeah, poison's like half an ounce.
You need like 4 days, I think, to make a vial.
How much poison is to kill someone? Like, is half an ounce enough?
It's like you need to make a vial of poison. You need like 4 ounces worth. So you need like 4 days.
Oh, really?
Something like that.
Delicious.
I can make 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
I don't have any beer, but I've got 2 gallons of mayonnaise.
Trade you this mayonnaise. So you carry on, heading northwards up the west side of this island, hugging the shore as you do so. You carry on for a few more hours, uneventfully. You see the odd bat-like creature in the trees buzzing away, but they don't disturb you as you move on too quickly for them to notice. You eventually come to the tip of the island, and you can see it begins wrapping around, with the shore now facing the north side of the island. Quick drinky. It doesn't take you long. My father. It doesn't take you long until you see in the distance, very small at first, a ship bobbing up and down in the water.
Charlie!
He won't say it.
I love Tange. Okay, ship. What size ship is it?
No idea. It's a tiny little thing.
Oh, really,
On
really
the-
small. Okay.
The edge of the water currently.
Is that the Sea Devils?
I don't
Well.
know. Probably not ours.
Unless there's another bloody ship on this island. I think so.
Right.
What's your plan, Captain?
As much as I don't believe that fella, he said the rest of the crew was alive.
Hmm.
As much as there's traces, I don't want to really leave this island without them.
So, rescue mission.
So
Not
we
all
can look
of
for them
are
first.
traitors.
You've still got. What's the first mate's name?
Ashworth.
Ashworth.
Ashworth. I mean, they said Ashworth was very much still yours.
Ashworth wouldn't do this to me. I've known him too long. I thought I could trust everyone on my ship, but he kind of looks towards Najaf. But I guess not. Right, we cut into the jungle. Don't want them spotting us walking along the shore.
Sorry, what was the ship like? Kind of like moored, or is it just like floating off?
It wasn't moored.
Yeah.
It looked like it was just sat fairly close to the
Anchored.
shore.
Yeah, yeah. Like, yeah. Just trying to figure out like the distance between like where the beach ends, the water starts, and then the boat. Would do.
We're still really far away, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's hard to say from
A
this
big
yeah.
ship
distance.
would have to be a couple of 100 meters away from the shore, otherwise
Yeah.
it would get, you get stuck on the sand
Destroyed
beach.
by reefs and rocks and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you cut into the jungle slightly, still hugging the shore somewhat, still seeing it in your peripheries. And it doesn't take you but a few minutes until you see, almost buried in the dirt, is rocks with kind of smooth tops. And you can see they've been placed one after the other. And you can see they're a fair distance away, but it looks like they wind through the trees.
Sort of path.
And you can see there's trodden marks on top. Just
Right.
has a look. More locals, maybe. Although, Doubt that's their ship.
Can I have a look at the rocks?
Yeah.
Is there anything
Stone's
special about
cunning.
Stone cunning. Can I check if it's the origin of the stonework, please?
Yeah, sure.
Cheers. It's a history check. Double your proficiency. Let's go.
Expertise, baby.
+2. Let's go.
Huge.
Sorry.
Oh, big number.
Whoa! I know exactly what this fucking rock is.
There's no carvings or anything on this rock. It's literally a rock in the ground that's been smoothed on the top. You do notice it is the same type of rock that you saw before moving through the cave. That small archway with the trap. You can see rock's probably from this island.
Oh, lovely. Alright, cheers.
He's just like sniffed it, licked it, taking a bite out of it. And he's like,
That's
yeah,
a
it's
rock.
from here.
Yeah, that's a rock. Hey. It's like Tusty folks and goes, yeah, that's probably the locals, and I get down, get all my fucking instruments out and just like screaming away. Yeah, that's probably that. Yeah, probably the locals as well. Yeah.
So we're following the
See
path.
Tusktooth. Distracted by memes.
Memes.
We need a meme cam for the Twitch where someone posts something funny.
Sorry, I can just drag it.
Right. We'll follow the path. Keep your eyes peeled. As you trot along. Ooh, good music. Sounds like Jumanji. As you trot along following Tusktooth, you see two figures careen over the top, following the path in the opposite direction, moving towards you. You can see Tusktooth stops, lowers down. I need everyone to make a stealth check if you're trying to hide.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I'll give you.
Wow, what the fuck?
Easy. I don't.
Holy, he doesn't miss.
Well, since he did that before I could say it, I'll give myself guidance.
Guess you never miss, huh?
Uh-oh.
20, 11, 14, 9. Well, Tusktooth and fucking Najar rolled well again. As you
That's
hide
cool.
amongst the bushery close by, you can see these two figures walking side by side down this path. And you can hear, No. We're not here to kill him. He said, just take him. He only wants the I can't even remember the captain's name, honestly. No, it's the Pale Tooth or something like that. No. It's something to do with like his ears or something. It's like the pointed teeth pirates. No, the pointed. I can't fucking remember. And you can see they're slowly approaching. They're maybe 60 or so feet away now.
What's
Yeah, what's Tusty doing? Yeah, is he ready to attack?
You can see he's low down behind this small dune, like laid prone, and you can see he has his axe in his hands. And he can see some of you, and you can see he just gives the nod.
I'm gonna draw my shuttle.
Get my fucking glack out. Oh, wait, is it worth
Don't use your
glacking?
glack.
I don't have anything else. For glack.
I'm
You only
gonna.
have a damage cantrip.
Well, I've got an idea. It's fine.
I'm
I don't
gonna
want to
cast
cast it.
Why
Bless.
don't you use the little pebble that makes noises, James?
I literally got nothing. Even my cannon. Is my cannon loud?
Do you need a weapon?
Your cannon is loud.
Do you need a weapon?
Yeah.
Are you better with strength or dex?
Stacks.
Stacks. Nice.
Stacks.
I want to give you. I'm gonna give you my chain whip.
Whip. Yo.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Whip.
cast Bless on Tusktooth, Crow, and Jinroth.
That's probably a good idea.
Are you sure? Casting a spell. I mean, if there's a verbal component.
Oh, there is actually.
Is it just a normal whip?
Yeah.
No,
Well,
Now
what is
let's wait for them to
Yeah.
get close and we'll go.
Right, I've got the whip.
You can see they close in 40 foot, 30 foot, and as soon as they reach Tusktooth's range, you see he just
Go.
begins
Yeah.
clambering and just begins rushing.
Surprise round. Let's do it.
Yeah, baby!
I'm not going to get anyone to roll initiative. I'm just going to let everyone decide what they want to do on their turn, because this may be resolved very quickly.
Well, who's
Tusktooth's going first.
Yeah.
He goes after the closest fella.
Oh yeah.
Both hit. D12. Big boy.
He's swinging.
Ooh, Barbadukes. You see him just... Before, he was quite visceral with his fighting style, but this time, he's like a puma, as he just stalks up, and you see him... Dum, 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 whoosh, one clean hit, and then a second one. He doesn't even swing all the way up, he just brings it back down and collapses one of them onto the floor. As he just stares down the other one.
my Puma pants.
I'll shoot a ray of frost at the other one.
Go for it.
Oh, my little bottom's out.
Oh, it's poop my pants.
I pooped my pants then.
Puma.
Is this? Do I get advantage? If
No, they're just surprised.
Is he not still hidden though? No, is Sheena still hidden?
yeah, would I be hidden?
No, because you'd have to reveal yourself to fire.
Okay, that's a 12.
12 hits.
Yeah.
7 points of damage.
Nice.
Buggers.
You see
Who's
this
next?
bolt of frost just begins to coalesce on this guy's shoulder, kind of trapping it as he tries to break free from the frost. Who wants to go next?
Me. Come on. 12 to hit. Lovely.
That's hits, just.
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. 6 points piercing damage.
What's that with?
A shuttle.
What's a shuttle?
A sword. It's in place of a rapier. It's just a reflamed rapier.
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, I just want to come up, see, just kind of dip past Tusk to see the ray of frost just slide past me. I just want to swing and cleave his knee, bring him down, and then as on his way down, I just want to slash up and take his jaw with it.
Oh, shot
Nice.
looks sick. Oh, damn. Sorry.
You can see everyone just kind of stops and breathes for a second, listening out for anyone else. See, Tusktooth just takes his axe and just wipes it on one of the bodies.
Right, I think we should move the bodies into
Yeah.
the forest.
Search them, see if they've got anything that might be of use.
Yep. Good idea.
Make
What
a
weapons?
investigation check.
What weapons do they have on them?
Both of them had a scimitar and a light crossbow, each with some bolts.
Is the scimitars simple weapons?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'll hand the whip back and take the scimitar.
I'll take the other scimitar.
Okay.
I'll take the light crossbow, actually.
Yeah.
I'll take a light crossbow. Is it 20 bolts?
It is 8 on one of them and 1 on the other.
Nice.
They've seen some use.
That's actually pretty good. I don't mind that. That's something to do when I run out of bullets.
Yeah, I'll make an investigation check on one of them.
Mm-hmm.
13.
You can see between them, they have 13 gold pieces and 18 silver.
I'll just give all that to Tusktooth, because he's the captain.
Okay.
Loaded.
You don't see anything else of note. They seem to be traveling light.
Yeah.
Can I move their bodies into the floor?
Something I did want to specifically see if they had anything that looks like it could be like a warning signal. Like, did they have any like torches or lights, that kind of
No.
stuff? Yeah.
I'll begin dragging their bodies off the path and find some large palm leaves to put over them.
Yeah, this is like Hitman shit right now.
Okay. Make a survival check for me.
Can I help him?
Ooh.
If you are proficient, yes.
Advantage, my boy.
Oh, with advantage. 15.
Never mind.
You do a fairly decent job at covering the bodies. You don't really have time to dig any graves, so it's a matter of
Nah.
finding,
I'm just finding some big leaves and
some risen bush to chuck them in, and then covering the rest with foliage.
I'll just kind of like wild shape it just a little bit to like make the growth a bit thicker.
I mean Druidcraft, right?
Druidcraft, yeah.
Yes.
Wild shape is animals.
Don't use the wild shape.
I'll turn into a bush real quick.
No, let me turn into a wolf and then quickly just to eat them.
And a big brain.
Yeah, I druidcraft a bit just to thick out the bush. And
Okay.
that's it.
Alright. Let's keep moving.
Yep.
It doesn't take long until this rocky path that's kind of been zigging and zagging returns from inland towards the shore. You can see these rocky steps begin to emerge as it descends down this small cliffside almost. You can see at the end it reaches to the beach. And you can see now, as it's coming into view, this large ship straight off in the distance. You see on the mast, or on the sail of the ship rather, the skull and crossbones of what is very presumably the Sea Devils, as it has this purple, almost shrunken face as the skull with these two horns that reach back. You can see at the bottom of the steps where it reaches the beach, there are maybe a dozen men stood on this small part of the beach. And you can see what looks like the remnants of a small stone house that's long been dilapidated. And you can see a number of familiar faces sat tied and bound by ropes.
What's the size of the ship? Like, what type of ship is it? What make of ship? Do we know?
It's a brigantine.
Okay.
You know that because Keck told you.
Did he?
He did. Just to give you guys some idea of what you're looking at. You're not this close. You'd be much further inland. But that's roughly what you can see.
Okay. I've got one idea.
Who's this little lady? Is that a lady or a man?
It looks like a man.
Joe.
It's still pretty hot.
Very young, fair-haired man.
No, I changed my mind.
Oh, whoops. There we go.
So is there any way we can... So how far away are we now, feet-wise?
Much further than this. 100 feet or so. This is just to give you an idea of the map.
Thanks.
And this is all lush forest.
Mm-hmm.
They're quite steep sides. It's kind of like a little
So this
cove,
all-
is it? Do you say?
It's all
Yeah,
steep.
the only bit which isn't like extremely steep is these kind of rocky parts you could probably traverse down, or the actual steps themselves.
Can I sneak round to these rocky parts, like on the cliff, and stay up high, and keep out of sight? Like to around here, bottom right of the map.
Yeah, as you
Yeah.
begin to move, you see Tustooth grabs your shoulder. Where are you going?
I'm just getting an advantage. I'm better at distance. Where would I run?
I'm not worried about your running. Just need a plan before we go in.
Well, it seems there's a natural choke point on the stairs.
Aye. I could set up a spike growth. If they try and run for us, they take damage. Or I could
Yeah.
pop it.
I could
Just
put
pop
it
it
on
in.
the floor.
That's not what I'm worried about. They see us. What's to say they don't just kill my men right there?
Well,
That's our priority right now.
If we can get within 30 foot sleek, and I can get a mage hand in there and try and get that round, but it's going to be difficult.
we could.
Apart from that,
I could probably magically calm them down, so to speak. It probably wouldn't work on all of them, but it could at least get a few of them.
or I could set up a maybe an audio diversion in the forest.
That's what I'm thinking.
Audio. What's the word?
Audio's fine.
Auditory. Auditory.
Make some kind of distraction. Someone goes round, unties the men.
If I set off an alarm in the forest.
Doesn't only target you.
Sorry?
The alarm only chimes for you.
No, it's an audible alarm in 60 foot.
Alright, okay. Go ahead.
I could summon an animal. Have that make some noise.
Well, I think
How far away can you summon it?
we want to save your capabilities.
I mean, but potentially we have a good chance to take a lot of them down now.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't that a wild shape? Some of the little dude.
No, I mean, yeah, that's a wild shape, but I still have another one in the barrel.
I'm just saying.
How
if
far
this is
away
gonna
could
be
you
a big
summon?
fighting day, we're gonna save your wild shapes.
Could you summon it behind them and push them towards us?
A bonus action 2d8 force arrow is nothing to joke about.
So I can... Wild Companion, it's just casting Find Familiar, so I can't make anything scary. I can't make, like... It'll just be like... I could make a hawk appear and make noise.
Right.
in
It's
the
not
brush.
gonna. It's not gonna push them. It's not gonna draw them
No.
away. Then really.
No.
The alarm's probably a good idea.
Better idea.
Well, I
than
mean-
think of.
If I can sneak into the bushes, that'll get the attention of a fair few of them.
Or if you come from the bush side, you'll have plenty of cover.
I mean,
The
yeah,
problem
not,
is
not,
that-
not the sneakiest, but I'll give it a go.
I think it's very unlikely that anything we do is going to draw all of them away, unless we do something very drastic.
I could start a fire.
I mean, we could start a fire.
Is this like us kind of fiery? It seems like a pretty humid environment, if I don't say so myself.
Well, I mean, fire and smoke means humans normally, doesn't it?
Oh, I see. So, like, make some smoke.
The smoke will be seen by them.
I like that. That seems to make more sense.
I mean, probably best if you start a fire.
I mean, what I was thinking was cast I have this little thing where I can make an orb of flame, sets fire to stuff, and then, if needs be, I can move it. So, if we get into a fight, I can hit him with it.
How high is this cliff on the right to like up here?
Are we still technically up that cliff as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fairly far back. You're like in the bottom rightish of the map.
Okay.
The cliff, probably about 30, 35 feet at the highest point, which is like here.
Come you described earlier that you had a way of moving. No.
Yes.
Well, you could save yourself the hassle of climbing and just delve up on that bridge and teleport down while they're all faffing around with the flame, or
Oh, to get down and free them.
yeah.
Absolutely. I can
And
do
then
that.
when you have your inside, me and Tusktooth bring the party, so to speak.
Yeah.
We can make a stand at these steps, make them come to us, or just have a bit of a shootout.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
then
can
you
even
guys
wear
can
my.
fight.
I've got a pirate costume actually. I could even wear that and dress up as a pirate. Or
You're
maybe
already
not.
a pirate.
Don't understand how that's going to help, but sure.
I don't think it's time for fancy dress on.
Kevin with a shitty like plastic eye patch and he's holding with his hand like Eric.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was a silly idea. Sorry, I thought I was just. Yes. Yeah,
Well-
no, I could do that.
I can set this fire, or I could use spike growth, which would thin them out. What would you like to prefer?
Volcano Los Dos.
I think if we need to save if they get attacked by spike growth, they're gonna start killing our captives, aren't they? So we need to distract them and get them away.
What's going on, which would be quite impressive.
I mean, all it takes is for someone to shoot, a bullet at their head, and they're gone.
Well, Spike Growth's like thorns and nonsense. But, 20 grand.
I
don't know.
I'm still saying the fire. It's just
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
bring
I
them away.
agree. Firefighter's more.
Captain, fire sounds good to you?
Yeah, I could go for some fire.
Can't
The
beat
only
it.
problem is that with smoke signals, it goes further than just the speech. It'll draw attention.
That's a good point.
Oh no! It's starting.
You hear over the top this buzzing. It's far, far in the air. You see this dragonfly coast over the top. Chubbs, you'd see that there were two figures being carried by the dragonfly as it coasts over the shore, over the sea. You see it gently land on the bow of the ship.
Which
That's
direction did it come from?
Do I see what figures they were?
You'd see it was Ko, because you know what he looks like. The other person had this kind of... actually, roll a perception check. See what the other person looked like. They came from behind you, from somewhere in the centre of the island.
12.
Hard to tell. They looked like they had black hair, maybe, but you couldn't really see any other very defining aspects of them. They looked like they had maybe a good tan.
Not like Charlie Hall.
A bit like me, yeah.
Trying Charlie.
Maybe a bit more like my dad, like a bit more of a burn than a tan, really.
Okay.
Should we get the shelter then?
Did you think? Does it look like the dragonfly saw it was? Or it's still hidden?
No.
Okay. Alright, let's get going before whilst that thing's away. We know what it is now, and we can look for it.
Alright, I'll go get close. I'll hide and then wait for an opportunity.
Just to confirm that the plan, I'm casting Flaming Sphere in the kind of like here, the brush to the left.
To the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna move the Flaming Sphere around a bunch, start a fire, distract people, and then Mr. Mustan is gonna go in and break our boys out.
And well, I'm thinking when we get Mustana in, give it like 10, 20 seconds, then me and Touch Tooth come in.
Okay. I'll.
Okay,
see
so
you guys shortly.
where's everyone maneuvering to as they get close in?
I want to be. Is this like ruined building? How tall are the walls of it?
The walls
can
are
see
very,
in.
very short. They're like a few
Okay.
feet, if that.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
So you can
this,
easily
like-
see over the top of them.
There's like this chimney stack, which is really the only thing providing cover there.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna sneak around to the rocks, sort of to the right of this cliffy area, so that I'm within sort of 30 feet. How far away is 30 feet? So that I can just basically, Missy step onto the beach.
Yeah. You can't see your token when you're over there, can you?
I can see it, but it's just kind of outside of the boundaries of the map.
Can you move it and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can chill there. Anybody else moving?
Well, I want to be somewhere where I'm within 60 feet of this area, but not within the eye lines of these people.
Yeah, I mean, you could sneak up and round. Like, you have this
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
back area to play with.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna.
Sorry.
Is this harder to read now that we have the minimalism mod, or is it just super zoomed out for some reason?
I think
Yeah,
it's
It's
so
what's zoomed out.
Zoomed out.
Yeah, it's just a big map.
Okay. Yeah, I want to be like here, I guess.
That's where we'll all be, I guess.
Yeah. Because then I can set a fire like here, and then just move the flaming sphere 30 feet, and just set a big fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is everyone chilling with
Yeah.
Crow?
I'm gonna move like over here. Well, just near this. I'm just gonna move like over here near the steps.
Okay. The Jaff's gonna move with you. So Sue's gonna chill out. Okay. So what's the first move then?
Fire.
Fire, yeah. Cast flaming sphere like here, and just send it another 30 feet with a bonus action to just drag it along the ground, making more fire.
Okay. As you're all assumedly crouched, waiting for this, hiding amongst the foliage, waiting to strike, you begin to hear the little flickle and then the slow roaring of the flame as it begins to engulf this foliage. Kemi, you'd have the best view of what's going on. You can see the young blonde boy who's been sat on this rock, kind of flicking through this journal. You can see he looks up. He hops off the rock, closes the book and puts it down on the rock. You can see he slowly walks forward. You can see all the men stand to attention. He just puts his hand up. So he signals to two of the men to go look.
I'll have to come up this way.
That's the way they're going up. There's no other way to get up to where the fire is.
Campfire's over here.
It is.
Yeah, but this is a cliff.
Oh, that's a cliff.
Yeah.
All of this is cliffy. The only
Oh,
area which isn't cliffy is the stairs.
Yeah, sorry, I thought I was flat.
Yeah, did we all?
I think we all.
Oh,
think
I
we-
did it.
Yeah.
I yeah.
It's hard to read depth when it's 2D.
Yeah,
Do
okay.
be kind of hard.
I guess we all just like pile on them again.
Well, I guess.
If you're remaining stealthy, I need everyone besides from Kemid to make stealth checks.
I think we do that then, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have to now.
Yeah. Come on, big money, big money, big money. Daddy wants a new pair of shoes. Let's go. Oh no.
Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is.
That's the money.
I roll pretty well though.
You did.
You can see one of them puts his arm on the shoulder of the other. He turns around. Rito! And you can see the boy runs forward towards them. And he just points.
I'm gonna attack. Initiate combat.
Okay,
Oh my god.
you're running in.
I don't know. Can we?
Round six.
I mean, that's a pretty good distraction. You guys.
We got
sort of-
three.
It is a distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wait until you guys are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, natural 20 for initiative. Let's go.
What the
Things
bells?
are-
Freaking go, guys.
That's when we need it, isn't it?
Yeah, we really need the natural 20s now. What was mine? Why isn't it rolled? Oh, it's inspiration. Inspiration over time.
I think there's 19 decks. I think it says 19 decks.
Yep.
At level
He's a
3.
dex-based character.
Yeah, but.
And that's it. And that's it.
Oh, right.
That's all I do, baby.
That's all I do.
Okay, Crow.
Hang on.
Barrow, where have you gone?
Barrow's
Barrow.
been eaten by
Oh,
the Discord bot.
Oh, he came back.
Where's I'm just trying to find my token for the flaming sphere. Did I delete it? 'Cause it's a thing that I can still use. I'll just quickly
Where
cast.
did you have it?
I wanted it to be like here.
You can just draw one.
Sorry, it's just a 5-foot circle. There we
you
go.
Make it nice and red for you.
Wait,
Well, I have a token here now.
Okay.
Yeah. How high up is this cliff?
It's a little lower than the other one, so maybe 20 foot.
Okay. Oh, the sphere just like drops down if it's not floating above anything. So I'll just kind of like. I'm just gonna move the sphere to like.
Is it
Yeah.
5 foot radius or diameter?
It's 5 foot.
I thought it was diameter, but.
Yeah, I thought it was just 5 by 5. Not
Oh,
10 by
5
10.
foot diameter. Yeah.
Well, that's a good sound.
Right, shaking.
What are you drinking?
What are your recommended beverages?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go get one.
But it's a 5 foot diameter, but anything within 5 feet of it must make a saving throw.
What's going on?
So this is
Yeah, so it's just 5 foot.
yeah, but this is the like that's if the 5 foot sphere was there,
Yeah.
then the circle is everything that it can touch.
Oh,
Everything that is
okay.
affected by it. But yeah, it would just like float to the edge and then just drop down there.
Okay. You see this tumbleweed-esque ball of fire just kind of... You just roll down this hill, leaving little trickles of flames as it does.
And that was my bonus action. 5, 10, 15. Would I be able to like see them from here?
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot a guiding bolt at that one.
Which one's that one?
The one that I've marked.
Oh, I can't see those marks.
Oh,
Boy.
sorry.
Oh boy.
The boy.
Myra thinks it's hot. The hot little boy.
Depending on how old they are.
Age permitting.
Yeah, that's within range. Shooting a guiding bolt. Oh, that's an 11.
Oh,
Misses.
That's
You
fine.
can see
it
the
was one
bolt
more
just
3-1.
streaks past his shoulders. He just quickly moves out of the way, and you see it explodes into the sand.
And then if I just go like 5, 10, 15, am I out of their sight?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll end my go there.
Okay. I don't even begin combat. You can see this fairly young lad kind of steps forward in front of his crew members. We're not your enemy. We can still resolve this peacefully.
Don't want to resolve it peacefully. I want to kill you.
Chris says that.
No, Byron says that. I want violence.
And he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20.
Looks like she's ready to play.
Look at her haircut.
That's got a hair loss problem.
45, 50. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 5, 10. You can see the rest of the crew begin to swarm into this area, blocking off the coast. Kemid,
Do you have the grenades, Kemet?
No, I don't have them.
Finroth, yeah.
Jin has them.
Can I ready my action? Actually, would I be able to Misty Step and Stealth on the same time? Basically, I wanted to go here and then just... Could I use my action to Stealth there?
You could Misty Step there if Misty Step reaches.
I think
It's
it
basically a
reaches here.
teleportation. So no one would see you, yeah. You could totally do that.
Is-
You
okay,
could, yeah, you
cool.
could get to there behind the chimney.
Cool.
Most people are pretty engaged on what's going on the
I'll
stairs.
do that. And where's Misty Step? Oop. And then can I ready? I'm gonna move here. Can I ready my action to dash in as soon as these two guys are running towards the commotion?
Which two guys, sorry? The two at the top, yeah.
These two at the sort of the entrance area, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll sneak in through the side using my dash.
Alright. Now it's Tusstooth's go.
didn't you already have movement?
You did have the move.
Yeah, but I didn't want to go in yet because there's two guys there still.
10,
Like nothing.
15,
Would it be action to untie them?
30.
Yeah, but I'm readying my action to dash in so that on my next turn I can untie them.
Okay.
Do that this turn.
Providing.
Can do that.
No, it's providing the two guys are there because obviously if you dashed in, that would get detected.
No, but I mean, like, I'm just. It's just no. It's
Fine.
It's fine.
Classic
Oh,
George
this-
I
I don't
Um,
understand.
Tusstooth's
Playing
going to dash
4D
in.
chess. But he's not playing D&D.
I understand why I should run in now.
So you don't need to dash. You could have ready your action to move and use your action to untie.
You can't ready your action to move.
No, you can move as part of a readied action.
Okay,
Can you?
Chubbs, you're up. Tusstooth has ran in. He's dashed in and he's ready to kick some ass.
Oh, he's
Oh,
ready.
bloody
He's
hell.
fucking all in.
5, 10, 15,
Love this.
20. Oh,
I know.
oh, okay. I'm gonna get this boy to move as well. 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna get the cannon to bonus action. Is the boy under cover? Or do we have an
No,
angle on
you,
him?
you could. Actually, yeah, he would be behind half cover,
Okay,
just because of the angle.
okay. I'm still gonna get the boy to attack him.
The angle of the
Kill
day.
the child.
Attack the child.
Kill the child.
12 to hit for the boy.
You can see it hits the brickwork in front of him.
And I'm going to glack this boy here, the one on the right of Tusktooth.
Okay. I mean,
Just
he'd have cover as well.
How come?
Because of the angle, you're like a lot higher than him, and there's this big piece of rock.
I thought that was just like a drop from that rock. Oh, it's so hard to do cover. Should I be above that rock either way, right?
Look, you're chilling. You got 23.
Yeah.
That's
He has
fine.
half cover.
I was just trying to get the geometry
You
out.
could move or do something else.
That's fine, I'll chill out.
23 hits, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You gonna roll damage?
Yeah.
Nah,
Does
that's
it-
6
Does it
damage.
shut around? Nice. You see it lodges into his shoulder and pushes him back as Tusktooth just stands over him. Anything else?
That's it, thank you.
Thank you. Alright, Jinroth.
I'm gonna take 5 foot forward and just draw one of these out. I'm gonna take a little hand grenade from Keck and I'm gonna lob it 60 foot in this space here. Can they all make dex saves, please?
Mm-hmm. Huge.
Granada!
9, 2, and 14.
So the guy with 14 succeeds, but the other
Okay.
other two take.
3d6.
That's right. 10 points of fire damage.
Oof! Bunda!
And seeing as are they all still up?
They are. Both of those guys barely, as you see the grenade just ting 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 along the sand, and you see one of them just ducks out, the other two just like, huh? And they see it blows up in their face.
Axis, do it again.
Rip and tear.
Grenade. That's a grenade.
What's the 3 more dex saves, please?
Wow, those are terrible. 11, 7, and 2.
Oh,
Two
they
nat
all
ones.
fail!
Oof.
Oh, that was great. 7 fire damage to them
You
all.
can see the two who are just like dazed, like Saving Private Ryan stood on the beach. And you see they just both get obliterated by this last grenade. The other guy still standing, but not looking so hot.
I'm gonna bonus action. Oh, actually, no. Fuck it. I'm gonna bonus action take. Well, actually, no. I'd have my shield on. I wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, that's all. I'm just gonna move on down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. Najaf is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And you see him just, as he gets towards the foliage, you see him running on 2 legs, just quickly switches to 4, and you see him just like a snake through the grass,
Who is this?
pierce through the foliage.
This is still all on fire.
50. He knows.
Okay. Oh, he's a Dragonborn, isn't he?
60. Yeah, he's chilling. Okay, that's Najaf's go. Crow.
Oh, it's my go again. I'm gonna move the flaming sphere. 5, 10, 15. I hate this. I can move it to here and then slam it into the guy on the right.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Christ. That's a
done.
3.
That is. Let me just check that it is a dexterity. Yeah. That fails. He takes 2d6 fire damage. He takes 7 points of fire damage.
Guy on the right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you see him just consumed in flames. Something I forgot, point of note, I forgot to... Oh, that's fucking annoying. He's the guy who does the initiative. I wish there's a way you could do like minion stuff. Oh, we rolled the exact same. That worked out. Voice break. Point of order that I forgot. As Tusktooth got close, you see all the men, crossbows at the ready, just unleash. Some of them don't get shots, but they were busy dashing.
Yeah, I'd just like to point out that you can't move during a readied action. You have to move on your turn. Yeah.
Oh, well played. You.
5.
Ha!
That's very good. You're good.
No,
You're good, man.
No, we
no,
haven't done it
I
before.
went and read it up because
7.
I didn't think you could, but then you had me doubting. I went and looked up.
You can't move as part of it. What do you mean?
If you
Unless
ready
you
an
dash,
action,
yeah.
you can't move whilst you're taking your reaction
Yeah.
action.
Well, you can't like move to hit someone. It has to be when they come within the range of you, right? That's
Something
it.
like
Yeah,
that,
once
yeah.
once
You
you've
can't
taken
move to hit
once you've taken ready action, you can't move anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Otherwise, you could be like,
Because-
I want to ready my action to just get someone when they're in 30 feet of me instead, and you just.
That's
Yeah.
true. That is
Yeah.
true, actually.
Anyway, you see this flurry of arrows just towards Tusktooth, and you see 4 of them pierce into him.
Oof.
Stupid ass.
Shame old Tusky Jackie isn't a barb. And...
Did the guy on the right die?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
he was just
Oh, sick.
consumed in flame.
Epic! That's fucking cool.
Ray of
Guys, it's a
Frost,
song from
60
Batman.
feet.
Anything else, Crow?
5, 10, Ray of Frost at the other guy,
Yeah, he'd have half cover.
and I move into a position where he doesn't.
If you moved more to the left and forward, if you have enough
Kill him,
movement,
what's alright?
Is this far? How far?
like onto the map far.
Oh, okay. I think I could get to like here.
Yeah, you could get a clean shot from
Yeah.
there.
And then just Ray of Frost at him.
Go for it.
That's 5.
Now misses.
My main attack cantrip uses like one of my worst stats.
Yeah, that's charisma, right?
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
3.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's all.
Wait, why didn't you...
How come it uses charisma?
How come
Because
you...
I got it as my racial sub race,
Yeah,
and it uses tieflings use charisma.
Yeah,
You can't pick like you can with like other ones.
yeah.
Unfortunate, mate. It's
Yeah.
really.
It's awful. It's really awful.
Did these two guys do anything? Charlie, the guys that I was waiting for.
No, they just stood there.
Hey, man.
They just haven't done anything. Oh, fuck's sake.
At the top of the round, which I forgot, sorry. Chubbs, with your superior observation skills, in the heat of this battle, you'd see off the shore that little bug just take off again from the ship. That's it.
What's little boy doing?
Little boy,
Yeah.
it's his
Little
turn
boy.
now.
Baby boy.
Oh, okay.
Here comes the little boy. Here he comes.
Yeah. You can see him stand up behind the wrecked stonage in front of him. Really, we don't need to fight. You don't even need to surrender. We're not interested in any of you, just the captain. Alright, Kemid. Actually, no, sorry, it's the Pirates go. Scimitar attack against Tusktooth. That misses. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 crossbows.
Ew.
all against Tusktooth.
That's not ideal for him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Can these
That's
two
really
guys
helpful.
see him?
Yeah.
When you get half cover.
Oh yeah, the wall's really low. Sorry, I'm
The
stupid.
wall,
wall.
yeah, the only
That's
thing
the
providing
boulder.
cover is the
Yeah.
chimney.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
I forgot.
So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them hit.
Ugh.
Christ on a
That's-
bike.
We got some healers, it's fine.
One of them's hiding behind a wall.
Oh my god. You just see as this barrage of arrows before, you see they were kind of trying to miss their colleagues, and as one of them falls, you see they just unleash as these 6 out of the 8, or 8 out of the however many fucking arrows.
Six.
You see the mass of them just pin-cushion into Tusktooth's chest as he begins to waver, puts his axe down on the ground to stabilize himself.
Good man.
He is not looking good.
Nice, right?
Blood
Oh
splatters.
dear.
Alright, Kenneth.
Let me just.
Is that one? If that one that ends, it's out. One of them takes fire sphere damage.
He would have moved, if that's the case.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Oh. Do I do it? Or do I not? I don't know. Do I just run
What do
in
you
and try and
think?
rescue? No, I guess
Sleep.
it'd be better for me to try and free them more than do something silly.
Depends if they have weapons though, doesn't it?
That's
What
it. That's
silly
what I'm
thing are you
thinking.
thinking?
Like,
Did they have weapons?
I'm thinking I might be able to take out 5 of them temporarily.
Did who have weapons, sorry?
The
The one's
captives.
tied up.
Captains don't have weapons, will they?
Tied up prisoners.
No, all their weapons have been taken from them.
Just double check.
We'll just leave them. Here you go.
Yeah.
You can keep your
I
axe
don't want
for
to take
later.
your stuff off you, but just stay still.
Alright, okay. I'm gonna go for it. Wait, what's the range on it? Oh yeah, okay, I got range. I am going to... Oh wait, if the target is attacked or harmed, or if it witnesses any of its friends being harmed. Oh, that's not very helpful.
Just release the cap. That was the plan.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll run in. 5, 10. Is it an action per to release them?
Yep.
I'll release this guy. Use my action.
Okay.
Which one's that?
Red
Roll
leg,
initiative
red
for
leg.
Red
Oh
Legs.
no!
The good one.
Best one to.
Oh, the best one to release first.
Okay. You might be thankful.
Oh no.
Is he
He was go
released?
for a while. He is. You can see all of them had can't even
Guys.
think of the word.
Gags.
Yeah, gags. Gags around the mouth. And as you untie him, he grabs his own gag. He says, "What the hell are you doing? This isn't our fight."
PAB.
Fuck off, I'm
Okay,
helping you. Don't give a shit, mate. And then I will go 15, 20, 25. Let me just check.
Are you in range for a heal?
Yeah, I think so. 20, 30, and then cast Healing Word on just Toothy.
Nice.
Okay.
Zoom. 6 HP.
Nice. Alright, is that everything?
Yep.
And now it's the captain's go. Big swing. That is a big swing, that's a 19. Get my d12. Oh, not great. You can see from the bottom side of his axe, he just takes it and smashes the guy in the gut, and then he's going to go for a big swing. That's a 14. Yeah. Oh, just manages to bury his axe in his shoulder, and you see him just leaning, clearly in pain, as he just pushes down, using him for support as he just pushes the body to the ground.
Nice.
Then he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
Try and get round to you, Kemid. Alright, Chubbs.
Alright. 5, 10, 15. Then I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30. Oh wait, I was doing 25. I forgot I'm fucking tiny, aren't I? Oh wait, 5, 15, 25.
Those
I can go
stumpy legs, just like real
Yeah,
life.
I can go there. Just can't.
Stumpy legs.
Does the cannon does this boy still have half cover against the cannon now that the cannon's on the rock a bit?
No, I'd say you can get a clean shot from there.
Bonus action,
Poi.
cannon the boy.
Poi, poi.
12.
That misses.
Bastard.
Why won't this
Once again,
child just die?
I fucking hate children.
Shatters the stonework in front of him.
I'm gonna poi the boy.
Poi the boy. That's big.
24.
That hits.
Epic. 7 piercing damage then. Bang!
You see it slides into his shoulder, and you can see he goes down to one knee. Anything else?
We ain't leaving that, Captain! That's my turn.
Alright, Jin.
Pow! This guy. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Misfire!
You love to see
Big
it.
misfire.
I'm gonna sheath that pistol with the rest of my action. I'm gonna move in.
Oh,
5,
no.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You're about to get shot by 6 crossbow bolts.
I can take it.
I can take it, baby.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Najaf's going in for a flying
Oh,
kick.
Oh, he's still here.
He's here.
Yeah.
Assassination.
Look at the die!
And by flying kick, I mean he's going to use his dagger.
Same thing, right?
Yes,
Oh.
and it misses. As he kind of slides down the hill in front of this guy.
Is he not 2-weapon fighting? Does he have a scimitar?
Yeah, he has a dagger, didn't he? That's all he got.
A dagger and
Hey,
scimitar.
You picked up a scimitar.
Oh, he did.
But he's not a player character. He doesn't get 2-weapon fighting.
So
That's not how. That's not how monsters work.
Give him it. Give him it.
Oh,
No.
come on.
Just
I mean,
give
I
him
don't
it.
mean give him 2-weapon fight. He's got 2 light weapons. He can do
Give
that.
it.
I
Yeah,
just, doesn't matter.
Give him it.
Yeah, but he doesn't have. He doesn't have bonus actions or attacks. As
Get him.
Oh, okay.
he
Yeah.
just has. He's a monster.
Get him.
Ew.
At the top of the round, you can.
Oh, the bug. I forgot to shout out about the bug.
Yeah, Chubbs would still be the only one observant enough to see it as it's closing in. It's still a ways away, but it's getting closer, and it looks like it's coming towards this fire.
Fire. Like a moth.
No, it's the pirates go. Well, this guy's going to attack Najaf, that's for sure. That just hits. Sorry, buddy.
See ya.
Bye, buddy.
Okay. And then firing squad's coming up.
Do you know who
5 on you, Jin.
Yeah, bring it.
Najaf gives me vibes of?
Boom.
Stand by.
18 and a 15, they're the only high ones.
18 hits.
You see something again, we'll say.
Randall.
Randall.
7 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Randall.
That's the jar. Oh, that's-
As you see, Redlegs begins to stand up. These other two pirates begin to untie Ashworth. Actually, no. Sorry. One of them would go over to him and undo the gag on his mouth and stand him up. You can see Ashworth shouts out, "Boys, really not the time to be fighting."
Ashworth says that.
Yep. And he's gonna... Actually, he's
Makes me
gonna roll
wanna keep
initiative
fighting even
to see
more.
if he can...
But why would Ashworth say
Oh
that?
yeah, Ashworth said it though.
Okay. Well, he may say more when it comes to his turn.
Does the captain say anything? Does the captain react to that?
No, he's too busy pulling arrows out of his chest, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough.
Um, yeah, you see Redlegs run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can see he kind of slides over this small, decrepit wall onto the sand. Captain, honestly, I think it's time we had a chat. Just put down your weapons. Tell the newbies to stand down, they have no idea what they're fighting for. He's gonna make a persuasion check.
Oh,
Actually, he's
this
gonna
is
do it with
pretty tense.
disadvantage. You can see the captain, who's basically kneeling down at this point, just grabbing arrows from his chest and plucking them out. You can see he just stands up. Another chance.
Top boy. Top boy.
Blood.
We all fucking blood.
Now it's Rito's go. Oh, I just gave away his name.
You
Oh,
said
well.
it
You
already.
already said his name.
Yeah,
Oh, did I?
you said it
Okay,
already.
never mind. Teehee.
I was
In
gonna say-
character as well.
I was gonna say-
What did you drop?
Sorry, that's
Why is it? Why does the audio sound so much worse when you drop something?
Do you have like? Do you not have like a carpet in that room or something? Is like the audio just like?
It's me dropping a d20 on the floor, 'cause, like,
Are you in a bathroom?
it's just rolling the floor, and I'm sorry. I'll stop fidgeting.
I keep dropping.
Like a rug.
Keep dropping them.
It did sound like
Yeah,
you're in
drop
like a
as much
marble
as you want.
church or something, and you just
Yeah.
dropped it and it's echoing through the chambers.
Chambers.
Let's see.
Chambers.
Rito is gonna cast.
Chambers.
Chambers. I'm going through the chambers.
Yeah, he's gonna cast Fog Cloud.
Chambers.
Fucking hate that spell.
Who's casting Fog Cloud? Rito?
I have already. Rito.
Where did Reet go? Where did he go? Sorry.
That was a George joke,
It's
that.
massive George.
That was a George joke. Holy moly.
Bless. That is a blessing.
He's gonna cast it right on you,
I gone
Jim.
bright red, that was so bad.
Where did Reed go?
And it basically blocks Chubbs' line of sight. Trying to imagine it. You could see these three at the back row, but you
Yeah.
can't see anyone closer than that.
A dome.
Alright. Kemage, you're up.
Did I not have to go?
Did you not have your go?
No.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Alright, you can have your go. There's no fog cloud.
Okay.
I keep double clicking.
It's no problem. 5, 10. I hate this. 15, 20, 25. Slam it into this one.
Mm-hmm.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Yes, sir. That's a 14.
That succeeds. I think it's 2d6 halved. Yeah. It's 2d. It is 2d6 halved. So
Yep.
5 points of damage.
Is this
Oh, nice.
top or bottom guy? Sorry.
Top guy.
Top guy.
Yeah.
5 damage, nice. They would have moved to the sides. There goes, since you went first.
Yeah. And then I'll just I'll shoot a ray of frost at that one.
Go for it.
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
Trebian.
That should be 2d8. That's 11 points of damage in total.
Zooey Mama.
yeah. That just knocks him down cleanly.
Nice. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get to there.
Okay. Kemid.
Sorry, Captain. I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions on him, Redlegs. Wait, let me just cast it. I'll show you where I'm casting it.
Hold up.
Dog play.
Hold up.
Ooh, there's a little bit of spice.
Definite spice.
That's a big spice.
All of these guys, Calm Emotions, they all need to make Charisma saves.
Christ, I gotta go through so many sheets. Okay, Rito, 11.
Fails.
Redlegs, gonna have to do this one manually. Natural 20, so 19.
He's fine. He wasn't hostile to
Tusk
anyone
Tooth
anyway, to be honest, really. Was he?
Is,
Oh, just
that's a 4 for Tusk Tooth.
He definitely fails.
oh, fuck.
And then, oh my god, a 3 and a 4 for the twins.
Yep.
And a 19 for the pirate there.
Okay, so if anyone was hostile to anyone, they are now indifferent to the people they were hostile against. It will end only if one of their friends is attacked, or if one of their friends takes damage.
Okay.
Is it up to what you consider them to be friends? Or
Is it
like-
in the bandits list?
No, it's Tusk Tooth next.
Ooh.
But he failed.
He's now
So-
indifferent to anyone he is hostile towards.
That was a pretty interesting play.
Oh! He's gonna just push past Redlegs. Just gives a side glance to Rito and goes over to one of the twins. And he's gonna use his action to undo his binds. You can see, actually none of you can see what he says to him. Or
Can I
hear.
have shouted everyone stop? Like, so that everyone heard me when I cast Calm Emotions. Like, everybody stop! Yeah. To see, hopefully the other guys will take the hint. Maybe.
Okay, Chubbs.
Sorry, the dogs are going nuts. What can I see from here?
Honestly,
The
you
cap-
can't see. You can't really see anything.
The captain just calmly walked off. Did his demeanor change?
You saw him walk. You can't really determine his demeanor by his walk that much. He just walked over. He wasn't running.
Because Chubbs is still in combat then, really. Like, nah,
You did hear. You heard Kemid shout, "Everyone stop!"
Okay, I'll go 5, 10, 15. Can I see any better from here?
What are you trying to look at?
I'm looking for like what the captain's doing.
Yeah, I mean,
See.
this is like more so a tree than it is a bush. You can see he's knelt down to one of the twins, and he just has his hand on his shoulder and he's talking to him.
I'm gonna
Okay.
eye Chubbs and be like,
Okay. I'll turn around to Crow and go, alright, I think that's done. I'll shout in the fog, I'm not sure you can hear me. Oi, the fight's over, Jin. For now, I think.
You can see as you shout that, Rito just drops the fog.
I've done my
Ooh.
5, 10, 15, and I'm gonna go 25. That's my turn.
Crow, Jinroth, is there anything you two would like to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? I'm gonna ready my action to shoot it if anything changes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I see the captain is not hostile, I'm just gonna like start like aiming Ray of Frost and then just like clasp my hand and then throw it away.
I'd like to point out that after a minute, it says the indifference ends.
I was going to ask.
Blah blah blah. Is harmed by a spell or is attacked, harmed by a spell, or witnesses any of its friends being harmed. When the spell ends, the creature becomes hostile again unless the DM rules otherwise. So it's up to you.
Okay.
Have we just like made us wait for their reinforcements? I was gonna say.
Well, while you stew on that, I'm going to go pee again because I have a tiny bladder.
I wouldn't have done it
Yeah,
if Ashworth hadn't said.
Yeah, it's the fact that Ashworth said it.
Ashworth,
No,
he's
it's fair.
pretty
It's fair.
trustworthy.
I was scared. If Chubbs hadn't said anything into the fog cloud,
Yeah.
nothing. Jin would have walked over and been like, "Bye."
Oh, we would have rinsed them if we
I'm just
kept.
following
We
the
were
fight.
doing amazing.
Yeah,
We were
kind of
doing
were.
so
We
good.
kind of were playing.
That's like the best we've ever done in this game.
Yeah, you guys are doing pretty good. But
That was a smart play, objectively, from Kemed.
Depending on how it goes.
Yeah.
Though.
yeah, I honestly, it's just a shot in the dark. I kind of wanted to just use the spell and see what would happen.
It's very fitting for Kemen to do that.
Yeah.
I think that's why it was so appropriate. Like that was a very Kemed play.
That's why I gave him the spell because it kind of suits him.
Yeah, bitch.
Wasn't it part of his backstory?
It was actually, yeah.
Boy, the
It's,
pacifist.
It's one of the rumors, I don't know if you remember, about Kemed was that he once, I think it was, I can't remember what it said exactly actually.
It was a gang fight, which
Yeah.
you
Yes,
stopped.
that's
and you
right.
said to me and Chubbs that you stopped it through killing people.
Oh yes, that's right, yeah. But I didn't.
But from the backstory, it was actually
It was just calm emotions.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's Kemed?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen calm emotions cast.
No, me neither. But I saw the spell, I was like, that could be fun. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
that.
Truly.
Truly.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the most. Well, actually, we'll talk about after the session.
Cool.
We would have rinsed them.
So,
Let the poise go in.
as the tension on this beach calms down, the sound of those roaring flames still going off in the background. You see Najaf kind of scurries away from the man he was entangled with. You see Kai go up to his brother and untie him.
I'll go and untie
See-
Ashworth.
Mm-hmm. As you're walking over, you see Kai, one of the brothers, goes to you. Why is Tustu so calm? Was that you're doing?
Yes, he won't be like this for long, so we need to persuade him not to attack very quick.
You see him look at his other brother. Okay. And you see both the brothers go up to Tusktooth. And you see they just, almost like carrying a drunk person, they lock arms with him as he's just stood there. And Tusktooth's quite content just standing there as he's bleeding very profusely from his chest, which is now covered in these red stains that are just slowly dripping down off his form.
Hmm.
You can see Rito, the young boy, kind of just puts his hand to his shoulder, looks at the blood. Like I said, there was really no need for any of this.
We best start talking.
Okay. You can see he looks up. Well, maybe I'm not the one who needs to do the talking. And you can see the large dragonfly begins closing in. I'd recommend not pointing any weapons at him.
Okay, I'll just go sit on a nearby rock. Can I take my Tinker's tools out and try and fix my broken gun?
Yeah, sure.
I think it's just damn, I forgot what it is.
How long would the flaming sphere have gone by now?
It goes after a minute, so probably, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. See, Najaf makes his way towards the crew, and you see this kind of rift slowly begins to form between the crew of the Sea Devils and the Tusktooth Pirates. You see eventually Belforus, the dragonfly, makes his way to the shore. In a moment, you see helmed by Ko, and you see another form descends off the back of the dragonfly. You can see it was the one you saw before, Chubbs. This time you can see that tan isn't really a tan. It's this deep maroon red skin. And you can see he's wearing this kind of dark black cloak. And he has these two horns that come out and disappear into his onyx hair that rolls down the back of his head. You can see as he approaches, his eyes completely black. As he begins his way through the crew as they stand aside for him. Well, I finally see you again. As he just walks up to Tusktooth and kind of just puts his hand up against his bloody chest and looks at his hand. You are in a sorry state. Look what you put all your men through. He looks around at all the new faces. Allow me to introduce myself. You may know me as Onyx Eyes. My real name is Ashun. And I promise you, I mean you no harm, despite my appearance.
Can I insight that?
Sure. He's hard to read.
He's French Canadian. Don't trust him.
He seems fairly forthcoming,
Okay.
but you don't have a lot to judge it off. Allow me to extend my apologies for any harm my men may have caused you. And you see he looks down at all the burnt bodies. But it seems you did more damage to my crew than I have done to yours.
For that, we are deeply sorry.
What is your name, boy?
Kemet, sir.
You have nothing to apologize for. It is this man here who needs to make the apology, as he points towards Tusktooth. Well, Ko has told me of the incident that happens before. And I would like to make you an offer. I know you are all new to this crew, and from what I can tell of the other members, it is in disarray. Now, my crew is not going to exist in about a week's time. We are sailing to the Red Sands after this. And since I do not see any of the ships, I would like to welcome you aboard mine. Safe passage. But there is one condition. This man has to die. And he looks at Tusktooth. You may have some reservations about letting your captain die. You can see at this point, the calm emotion spell begins to wear off, and you can see Tusktooth. His eyes begin to shoot open, his breathing heavy. You see he just begins trying to lunge as the two twins begin to pull him back away from Onyx Eyes. You can see Onyx Eyes just takes one step back. I have a history with Tusktooth that does not concern you, but let's just say I believe very much in an eye for an eye, or a life for a life. And since Tusktooth stole mine, I'll be stealing his.
But before, just so I know where my character can stand, the Sea Devils are just like merciless raiders, right?
You
Or are they just
don't really
normal?
know. You didn't really know anything about the Sea Devils.
Okay.
The only real information you know is that they are rivals to the Tusktooths, and they're a fairly unknown and new crew.
Right. I mean, you're still standing and living, so how does he take your life away?
I may be standing, but not so much living these days.
What did you mean by, in a week's time you'd be gone?
Well, in a week's time, I plan not to exist anymore. So there is no need for this crew that I have created.
Why?
Why?
You plan not to exist?
Indeed.
Are you just gonna shoot yourself in the head?
No.
Then what?
I plan to finish my work, and once my work is finished, I will be gone.
Can I see if this is slightly metagaming, but is oh my gosh, is
Your character wouldn't know about this creature.
Yeah, never
if
mind. Yeah,
if you're thinking of the same one I'm thinking of.
I am thinking of that one. Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
what work are you working on?
I am slightly perplexed. The rest of the crew has already taken my offer, besides from one. And he kind of looks over to Ashworth. I wasn't expecting so much resistance.
I think that's just free will you're thinking of, pal.
What happens to the rest of your crew once you've gone? What happens to this lad? And
Well, the rest of the crew, they get paid and go on their ways.
What about your ship?
I don't know.
is that right, boy? And I want to say that to the kid.
Boy.
Wait, what did you say to the kid, sorry?
Is that right, boy?
He just looks over at you. I'm not getting involved.
Okay. Can I insight to see if he's trying to just do out of fear, or if he's just he's been told otherwise?
Rito, yeah.
Yeah.
You see, he doesn't really look worried at all. He seems to have a decent amount of faith in what Onyx Eyes is saying and the situation they're in now.
DM,
Yes.
can I check? Can I look into the eyes of Rito quickly, or like steal a glance, or like at any of the crew members, and see if they look like they're under any sort of enchantment? Go up to each one of them and do that. Just quietly walk up to all of them.
Yeah, make a that would be an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Magic.
Is this guy my dad?
Oh, bastard.
Who knows?
That's a 10.
He's a tiefling, he must be.
Yeah. There doesn't seem to be any magical effect that you can sense or see. I can tell you still have your reservations. So why don't you ask Jax about the time he killed me in cold blood? It's a very interesting story, don't you think, Jax? You can see Tusktooth is just being held back by the twins, just snarling at him. Like I said, lads, whatever he says is bullshit.
Can I go up to Ashworth and whisper to him what's going on?
You can see he just puts his hand on your shoulder. I really thought we could get away, but I don't think that's going to happen. Listen, kid, you'd be smart to take the deal. You got your whole life ahead of you. Just it'd be a waste dying here.
Just doesn't feel right. I just don't understand what. Yeah. I don't
Captain,
know.
what happened?
This shit is delusional, that's what happened. He thinks he's someone he's not, and he's got a vendetta against me because of it.
Well, Captain, what would you ask us to do? We can't fight back. We can't stop whatever's going to happen here.
You can see he spits some blood out his mouth. Alright then, if you're really a Shun, you'd fight me one-on-one. Tell your men to stand down. We can settle this properly. You can see Onyx Eyes kind of smiles. I would be more than happy to request that to you. You can see he looks around and just waves his hand as the men just put their crossbows to the side. But of course, Tusktooth, you are not the only one who is staying on this island. And he looks over to Ashworth. Tusktooth looks at him. He wasn't involved. He knew. That's bad enough in my books. You can see Ashworth just kind of looks at Tusktooth and they share a glance. And Ashworth just gives him a nod. Let's fucking do this. And he shakes off the twins and he just rubs blood on all the blood off his chest and rubs it into his hands. And you can see he just stands in a boxing position. You can see a Shun just stood. Hasn't put his fists up. You can see Tusktooth goes in for a jab. Misses. Goes in for a second one. Hits. You can see it clocks him round the side of the mouth. You can see a Shun. And then just... Look, no blood. And you see him just try and grab Tusktooth. Oh, bully.
Oh!
Uh...
I don't know what to do.
Yeah. You see him just grapple him almost round the back of his neck with his hand. Oh my god. And you see with his other hand, he just takes it and just puts it inside of Tusktooth, his hand straight into his stomach.
Oh.
And you see him just kind of clench. And you see him just drop him down to the ground. And you can tell no normal human could do that. Something's giving this guy power to just send his hands straight through skin. Ah. That felt really good.
Well, that concludes that then.
Not yet.
Fucking hell.
And you see he's just eyes black, but you see there's a wideness to them as he walks over to Ashworth. You knew, and you didn't do anything. And he just takes Ashworth, and you can see Ashworth's eyes are already closed as he just snaps his neck and drops him to the ground. You can see he just rubs the saliva and blood away from his mouth. 2 down, 1 to go.
What?
You can see this wide grin on his fat mouth as he looks over at all of you. Well, to all the new recruits, welcome to the Sea Devils, and
Before
welcome to the Jaw.
is this other individual called O'Malley by any chance?
Tusktooth must have told you some stories.
Am I right?
Indeed you are.
Very well. The way it sounds.
This is going to be so much fun. And that's where we'll end the session.
Oh my god.
Could have just kept blasting.